Orleans leading by 3. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Alvin Gentry had some words for his team over that last break. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Randall's checked in for New Orleans. Beasley out there with Derek Williams. Then there's Burke. That's the Prophet. And it's Porzingis in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
2 years ago, Utah drafted Trey Burke to be their point guard of the future. Then last year, they drafted Dante Exum. It set up quite a competition between those two.
Getting back to the Burke-Exum rivalry last year, both young men showed some tremendous promise, yet both shot under 37% from the field. Greg, that's got to improve.
And it will. I mean, last season was tough for both guys in terms of getting used to a certain role. But remember also, when you come into this league, a league of men, and you're that young and you haven't matured, it's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 years before you can find that consistency. And then also factor in both were getting yanked in and out of the lineup. Tough challenge for those young players as they've dealt with the ebbs and flow of their confidence.
Cantor checked in for Michael Beasley. Here's Burke. Cantor kicks to Burke. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Back to Cantor. The pass to the Prophet. Now Burke. Shot clock at 6. Goes back up. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
You know, sometimes the intensity of the game can lead to brain-neutral plays like that, guys.
New Orleans in the lead. And stolen by Burke to tie it up. Pass to the Prophet. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And here is Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Davis. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for New Orleans. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. No luck.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. How about the game for Derek Williams? He's got 8 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
No good on the second free throw.
And last season, the Pelicans made it into the playoffs. I mean, could have had an easier road to get there if they were stronger against the Eastern Conference.
Cantor, the pass to the Prophet. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Holiday. That is good. 24 points for the Prophet. And the Pelicans were solid against the East, Clark. 16 and 14. But as Greg was just saying, a lot of games left on the table for him.
Well, they have the lowest win total against the East of any Western playoff team. Really, the Pelicans were lucky to get in, given how many games they gave away against the East.
Ajinça. Here's Randall. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It's how about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Ajinça dishes to Randall. Buries it down low. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win and you hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
New Orleans making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. New York trailing. The Prophet. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got his 7th assist here tonight.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's had.
Holiday up top. The feed to Ajinça. Holiday, the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Porzingis. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
This is where their depth becomes such an asset, Kevin. He's going for the remainder of the game, but fortunately, they're able to field a very capable replacement.
Omer Asik, he's checked in for Ryan Anderson. Cole's checked in for New Orleans. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was for the faint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Well, those 5 turnovers, more than you like to see.
Now, here's Burke. And it's blocked. And Cole kicks to Asik. New Orleans moving it around. Ajinça the pass to Mr. Fundamentals. Dishes it to Asik. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. It's going to go on Trey Burke. No good on the free throw. New Orleans making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. And he sinks the second.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Fires from deep. Kept alive by New York. Here's the Prophet. Off target with his 3. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
This one for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Asik's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. New Orleans making some changes here. Julius Randle's checked in for Asik. And it's Pondexter in for Tyreke Evans. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. The shot misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
So it's the Knicks now. And here's the fast break. For the finish, a huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Always some entertainment value when you go with the windmill jam.
Yeah, rim shaker and the wrist breaker.
Outrageous, guys.
Kicks it to Beasley. Shot to stop the drought. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
To take the lead, it's deflected. Here's Mr. Fundamentals and the serious dunk to finish it off.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from the Profits.
Lovely dish by Columbus's own Trey Burke.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Group substitution here for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Perkins. Anderson comes in for Randall. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. And Gordon subbed in for Mr. Fundamentals. And Anderson kicks to Cole. Breaks a big height bounce and goes in. Cole's got the lead up to 3 now for the Pelicans.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well. They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Ashik now atop the key. And stolen by Burke. And pushing it up. Here's New York. The rebound by Anderson. That's a 2 from Babbitt. Bullseye! And the Pelicans lead by 7. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Beasley.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we can feel that one all the way over here.
And you can see it. That first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Knicks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
They really had to have those free throws. It's down to a 1-possession lead.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 3. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Mr. Fundamentals checked in for Norris Cole. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the 3 and be the 3 if that's going to happen.
And it's good. There it is. He ties the game.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Here's Babbitt. Ooh, off wide. for the win. The Prophet. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last-second shot is offline. Time expires, and we're going to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way.